Hello and welcome to episode 5.5, the mini episode between the episodes of the SomerKnits Podcast. I am doing a tiny episode today because I haven't had any time to myself and I haven't been able to record in far too long, and I feel bad making people wait any longer for the first giveaway winner, which is from the Ranunculus KAL with Woolly Witchcraft. And I didn't, of course, grab the cinnamon roll stitch markers to bring down with me to record, so I'll just remind you that it was a set of cinnamon roll stitch markers, and it was open to anyone who posted on Instagram with the hashtag WW which is still going on, but my giveaway was for anyone who was in progress and had posted a picture before July 31st. So I did use a random number generator, and I drew Knits by a Hobbit. And I'm not sure if she's a subscriber, but I'm going to try and reach her. If anyone knows her, go ahead and tell her that she has won the giveaway and to contact me either on Instagram or by email. I'll put my email address in the show notes, and I will get those shipped out to her right away. I do want to share one hilarious finish object and then talk to you about an upcoming knit-along or two. So I'm saving my big finished objects for when I have time to really get into filming and give you details on those. But I wanted to share this hilarious finished object because I would like to get it in the mail. This is a dog hat. It's for a greyhound. My cousins rescued a retired greyhound, and this hilarious hat and cowl is to keep his little head and neck warm. They live in a cold climate, and the rescue told them that their dog would definitely need clothes, and I stumbled upon this pattern, and it was so funny I couldn't help myself, and I used scraps and just whipped it up. It knit up so quickly, and it's soft and cute but washable. I was thinking that I wanted to put one of my tags on it, and I have some rather big ones, and I was thinking that the back of the neck, right below the ribbing, so it doesn't affect the stretch, but on the cowl portion might be the best placement for the tag. So if you have thoughts on that, feel free to comment and let me know. But I want to get that finished up and in the mail to them, so that they can start using it. And also, that same cousin and his wife are having a baby, and I showed that little cotton cream-colored cap that I had finished from my stash of not quite finished objects. So I went ahead and threw a little heart-shaped fake leather tag on there, and both of these are getting shipped out together, hopefully early next week, because I'm not going to rush to the post office today. But this pattern was so cute, and I will link to it below. And I saw one where they'd done like a Santa hat version and everything, and I just couldn't help myself. So once again, little hood for a greyhound, and that's super cute. So a couple of knit-alongs. First one was suggested when I was going through my basket of not quite finished objects, and I am going to have a finish along, and it's going to be open all the way through the end of the year. Anything that you've had languishing that you just really need to motivate yourself to work on, that qualifies for the finish along. And we're just going to use the hashtag SKFinishAlong, and I will put that down below and in the show notes and post on Instagram, and there will be some prizes. I have some really cute things that were donated by Crafty Knitter 7, and I'm going to wait and share those in the next big episode, but some cute bags and stitch markers and things. So we do already have some prizes, and I'm open to any other donations of prizes, whether it's patterns, yarns, bags, anything. It doesn't matter. It is open worldwide, and I just want to share the love and motivate everybody to finish whatever it is that they've had languishing. And I'm not going to be super strict on how long it has to have been sitting around, but it does need to be something that's already in progress. And just like I said, tag it on Instagram. I'll also start a thread in the Ravelry group. Feel free to share there too. If you don't have Instagram, you can post finished objects there as well. And then those giveaways will happen between now and the end of the year. I would like to do a few as we go. And then the other knit along is slightly more specific. I really love the look of the Elfmail sweater pattern, which I will link below as well. But I've had it in my queue since I saw it published. Like, it's just been sitting there since I saw it come out, because I hadn't gotten to it yet and I didn't have the perfect yarn. And then I was at a fiber festival, and I really was looking at some of these beautiful variegated yarns thinking, I should just go ahead and do it, right? And then timing wise, Heather and Hops did her episode about how much she loved the Elfmail and talked about how easy it was and meditative and you could just get into a rhythm. And I was like, okay, sold, because I've wanted to do it for so long that it was really easy to push me right over the edge. So I bought this as my variegated colorway. It's called Mrs. Peacock by 316 Dye Studio. And they were just such delightful people. It is 100% superwash merino, fingering weight, 100 grams, 438 yards. And it's so pretty. And then as my main color, I got Show Me yarn in this beautiful tonal gray. And it's showing up darker on the screen than it really is. It really is a very medium tonal gray. And just a beautiful yarn. And it is called Ash Grove. And it is an 80/20 superwash merino nylon. 100 grams is 400 yards. So it's just going to be slightly thicker than my contrast color. But they just look wonderful together. They're reading dark on the screen. But I think it's going to be a lovely combination. And I was talking to Brogan of Woolly Witchcraft again. It seems we have some similar taste in patterns occasionally. And she was already planning to start a couple of different Elfmails. And if you watch her podcast, you might have seen her talk about that in her last episode. And I know she mentioned that I was going to start a knit along and that I would be talking about it. So cast on for the knit along is September 1st. So I wanted to go ahead and get this out there so that if you want to participate, you can get your yarn and swatch and be ready. We're going to cast on September 1st, and the knit along is going to run through November 30th. And you can post pictures on Instagram with the hashtag SK Elfmail KAL for SomerKnits Elfmail KAL. And prizes will be drawn for that also. I have another donation from Crafty Knitter 7 that is super cute. And I'm hoping to get a few more donations. And I will also start a thread for that in the Ravelry group. If you don't have Instagram, feel free to post finished objects there as well, or post your yarn choices, talk about your plans. I just think this is going to be a really fun one. It looks like, I've read through the pattern a few times, it looks like something I can really get into, and I think I'm just going to adore the finished look. And depending on how quickly it goes, this could be something where I'd want to make the smallest size for my daughter at some point, because it's just such a pretty pattern. And I love the end result. So thank you, Kat from Heather and Hops, for enabling me. Thank you, Brogan, for being so excited to participate and holding off on your cast on so that you can do the KAL with me. Anyway, I hope that some of you are inspired to join and knit this beautiful sweater with us. So, that is really all I was going to talk about today. I know I ran through that really fast. I have a number of acquisitions and finished objects and things that I want to share, but I want to do them justice. So please tune in to episode 6 when I can get around to filming it. It just seems like every time I think I'm going to, something happens, including today. My son's class is not at school, home for quarantine, so I just don't have very long to myself, and I hadn't had an empty house in for what feels like forever. So it happens, life happens, things get in the way, but Thanks for popping in for this tiny little mini update, and I really hope you join into the knit-alongs. And like I said, everything will be in the show notes. And help me reach out to Knits by Hobbit to get her Ranunculus KAL prize if she is not a subscriber and doesn't happen to see this, because it was open to anyone who used the hashtag. And check out Woolly Witchcraft for any details you want on that Ranunculus knit-along. It is still going. It's just a casual knit-along, and I'm not sure how long Brogan's going to keep that open. So, thank you for joining me, and I will hopefully be filming next week and see you again shortly.